Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize about that. This time, unfortunately, it did cut out completely on me. So I want to extend my biggest apologies out once again to Andrew Teft and everybody at Racers Elite Network. This is not the way I really wanted today to go. And unfortunately, tech issues is plaguing me big time today. But I'm going to do my best to keep an eye on it, ladies and gentlemen, and, pray that we get a good run here to the finish without anything happening. But we have began our pit cycles here, ladies and gentlemen. Currently, your top three drivers, Stephen Luttrell, Truth Hoke, and I was going to say Brandon Biddy, but Brandon Biddy, he's now coming down pit road now. So right now, the last couple drivers that still need to come down pit road is going to be Truth Hoke, your current race leader, Stephen Luttrell in that number 36 machine, and Kyle Hess in the 86. It looks like hasn't come down pit road just yet. So this is going to be definitely interesting to see what these drivers plan on doing and how long that they're going to wait to come down pit road as we ride on board here with Stephen Luttrell in that number 36 machine out of Kansas City, Missouri, as he exits turn 4, and he's right there on the back bumper of that number 55 as he Hope get up into that wall again, something that these drivers absolutely have to be careful of. And here comes Stephen Luttrell. He's looking for the attack on the inside here on your race leader. Side by side down the back straightaway into turn number 3. And it will be Stephen Luttrell taking over that race lead from Truth Hope. As you see, I believe that's the number 19 of Cody Benelli looking to get his lap back from your race leaders. So with a couple of these cars now starting to unlap themselves, this is going to be very interesting on how everything will play out when these guys will come down pit road. Because it doesn't take long to get, a lap or two back here. As you see here, Benelli finally getting around Stephen Luttrell for that race lead. And Truth Hoke, he has fallen back just about almost a half second now back behind your race leader. So these drivers out here still just turning laps, and so far there is no end in sight on when they're possibly going to come down here for your race lead, as Andrew Teft, he has passed Truth Hoke here for the second spot. So Andrew Teft, he did pit back on lap number 4. So all right, so a lot of these drivers actually can go a little bit further, as your race leader, Stephen Luttrell, in that number 36. He's going to go ahead and come down pit road. Andrew Teft, these guys can now go 4 laps further. So the last time he came down pit road was back on lap 4, along with Barry Nelson. Timothy Eisburn, he was down on lap 4 as well. So actually a lot of these drivers do have to start making their way back down pit road. And as of right now, Andrew Teft, he's back out front, retaking that race lead. And Barry Nelson, he's going to go ahead and crank his machine to come down pit road now. Barry Nelson, he came all the way back from the back end of this field all the way up to second, so he's absolutely wicked fast in that number 28 machine. As we jump back here to Troy Thomas in that number 88 machine, he's got Timothy Eisburn about at 1.5 seconds back behind him. So Troy Thomas in that 88 machine is doing a phenomenal job. But man, let me tell you what, how fast Andrew Teft is in that number 98 machine. Aaron Marquis, Lee Campbell, these gentlemen are now down on pit road. Timothy, or I'm sorry, not Timothy Eisburn, that's that 42 machine of Stidham getting up into the wall. Troy Thomas, he's bringing his number 88 machine down pit road. So a lot of these drivers now starting to find their way around. Timothy Eisburn up here in that second spot. He's going to let go of the second spot and come down pit road. Your race leader is still Andrew Teft. Oh, Barry Nelson, he had issues in his number 28 machine coming back out on track. Let's come back, take a look, see what happened to Barry Nelson. Oh no, he just got loose heading down into turn number 1, kept trying to get into it, and finally looped it around coming out of turn number 2. So no harm, no foul there for that number 28 machine. Andrew Teft, he's down pit road along with Curtis Ecker, so that's going to hand the race lead over to Cliff Adams in that number 80 machine. Cliff Adams still circling around this speedway. Still waiting for him to come down pit road. Here he comes. So your race leader now, Cliff Adams, he's going to come in. Cody Benelli, he came down back on lap 47, so he's going to take over your race lead now. Oh, I think Cliff Adams missed the pit entry there. Because I thought he was coming down pit road, but then he shot back out to the racetrack. So something definitely happened there to Cliff Adams, and this is going to be absolutely heartbreaking for that driver of the number 80 machine. But now out front, it is going to be Cody Benelli in that number 19 machine, as he comes around turns of 3 and 4 now. Absolutely great run out of him. Joshua Neal in that number 82 machine will round it out in second after all this pit stop mayhem. Truth Hope back in that third spot now. And behind him, you got Stephen Luttrell and Brandon Biddy, who was trying to move his way around that lap car of Jonathan Stidham in that number 42, as he will start to pull away now. Just what an incredible run so far for that number 19 machine of Cody Benelli after this round of pit stops. So we're looking, these guys can go, oh, give or take about 50 laps. So if that is the case, if these guys can go another 20 laps all the way to just about lap 100, I think these guys will be good to go. As you see the number 80 there of Cliff Adams getting one of his laps back, as he did lose 2 laps there on this previous exchange. So definitely a very big heartbreak there for Cliff Adams. But let's fall back here to Truth Hoke in that number 55 AC Delco Chevrolet. He's holding his own out here right in front of Joshua Neal. As you see Stephen Luttrell now starting to march his way back up here towards the front. So Stephen Luttrell, he has led 6 laps so far today in that number 36 machine. Again, he's looking to make it three races in a row here on Racers Elite Network. And with the strong performance that he has experienced here today so far, that could very well happen as he's getting right to that back bumper of the number 55 Truth Hope in his AC Delco Chevrolet. Truth Hope and Stephen Luttrell now gaining on your race leader of Cody Benelli. It was a little bit over 8-second gap, but now it is down to just about 7.5 seconds. As you see Luttrell now trying to get on the inside of Truth Hoke in turn number 1. He will complete the pass, and Truth Hoke, he's looking to go back around him. No, he's going to just suck right behind Luttrell there, and he's just going to follow Luttrell now around this racetrack. So Stephen Luttrell now up to that second spot. Really good run out of him as they bring the race lead gap down to 7 seconds. Stephen Luttrell, he's a fast driver. He wants to catch your race leader, but he's got to be careful and make sure he doesn't drive it too hard to use up all of his tires early on in this run, as he still needs to make sure he has some tires left to get around your race leader of Cody Benelli. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have to keep an eye on OBS as it's definitely getting something weird with it. I'm going to have to try to get that figured out before my next broadcast, but for now I'm going to do my best to keep this thing up and running. So we are working lap number 93, coming to lap number 94 now, as we are looking on at Stephen Luttrell and Truth Hope. This is your battle here for a second. Your race leader is still that number 19, Cody Benelli. He is up just about 6 seconds in front of your race leaders. So he's doing a phenomenal job keeping them at bay. Stephen Luttrell and Truth Hope, they went from just about 8.5 seconds down to just about 6 seconds, but then pretty much stalled out from there. So I think these tires now are starting to get themselves evenly matched as this race goes on. Joshua Neal in that number 82 machine, he's coming down pit road, so that's going to bring Brandon Biddy in that number 30 machine up to that 4th spot. So far, Brandon Biddy has done a phenomenal job today in that number 30 Ford Mustang, keeping himself going up through the field. So just a very, very incredible run here for him. Truth Hope, absolute phenomenal day up in that third spot. Andrew Teft, he started on the pole and he's trying to make his way back up through the field. But he's currently just about 13 seconds back from your race leader. So he's going to absolutely have to pull a rabbit out of a magic hat if he wants to gain 13 and a half seconds on your race leader. But as of right now, everybody is pretty much spread out evenly throughout the field here. As you see that 36 machine, he went ahead and put Lee Campbell in that 60, a lap down from where he is at. The gap now to your race leader of Cody Benelli is just under 5.5 seconds. So the last couple laps here, Steven Luttrell, he has turned up the heat just a little bit here. Oh, as your race leader, Cody Benelli, he's going to come down pit road. So Cody Benelli figuring now is the best time to come down pit road to get some fresh tires and get fueled to get to the end of this race. So definitely a very interesting pit strategy here for that number 19 machine, as he will make his way into his pit stall and get his fuel and tires going. As we jump back here, catch up with Truth Hope in that number 55 machine. Yeah, he's doing a really good job today, keeping it in the top 3, top 4 most of the day, even going out leading 41 laps, I believe it was. So Truth Hope doing a phenomenal job here tonight. Catch up here with your race leader, who's got a 2-second gap now over Truth Hope. He's doing a pretty decent job at the moment. Let's jump back here to Brandon Biddy and Kyle Hess, as these two are starting to duke it out here for that 4th spot. As you see that 82 machine of Joshua Neal on those fresher tires start making a lot of movement back around these drivers. Just look at those fresh tires go. As we're here with Brandon Biddy. Again, this here is your battle for that 4th spot. So far, so good up here for Brandon Biddy, as Kyle Hess, he's not necessarily making any quick moves here to try to get around him. So he's able to keep Hess currently at bay. As you see, Hess get a better run in the middle of the corner there, but not able to do anything with it. And you can just see how Hess is able to gain a little bit there on entry and the middle of the corner. He is just an absolute rocket getting through the middle of that corner, but that 30 of Brandon Biddy, he's able to pull away there on the exits. And now you see Hess once again up top. Big run now out of turn number 2. He's going to get alongside Biddy here for that 4th spot. He's going to try to complete the pass on the outside, as they will go ahead and go side by side down the front straightaway. No, Hess was not able to get up there. As you see, Brandon Biddy, he did gain like about 5 car lengths on him that time by. And there's a battle up here for the 4th spot, absolutely heating up. Hess still not able to do anything with it, but he is definitely trying, as it seems like Hess, he's going to bring his machine down on pit road. So Hess is going to give up that 5th spot. He said, you know, if I can't pass you on the racetrack, then I'm going to pass you in the pits. So that's going to be very interesting to see how this will play out after the pit cycle for this final run here. But jumping back here to Stephen Luttrell in that number 36 machine. Absolutely just blazing around this speedway. You really can't go wrong with the way he's been able to run this race course out. It's just been an absolute beast today. So Stephen Luttrell in that number 36 machine, again, he is looking to go back to back to back here on Racers Elite Network, and we are very excited to see what he can do. Out of turn number 4 once again, as we're coming down to 27 laps to go. We know that he will have to pit at least one more time. Truth Hoke in that number 55 machine, he's going to give up that 3rd spot and bring his machine down pit road. So now it's just a matter of time as these drivers get ready to bring these cars down here into the pits. Not a really good view there. As you see, one car way down to the inside there. Not exactly sure who that was, but Truth Hope, he's coming back out on pit road, or coming out of the pits. Stephen Luttrell out to a 7-second lead for the moment. Just, again, he's just putting an absolute beating to the field here tonight at Iowa Speedway, as he will come out of turn number 4. Looking through the field, seeing if we have any close battles, but at the moment there's really not any close battles going on. The closest one is currently for that 12th spot between Truth Hoke and Kyle Hess once again, as they will come out of turn 2 down the back straightaway, but they've separated themselves quite a bit there. Yeah, so as of right now, we're going to just stay here with Stephen Luttrell and that number 36 machine for the moment. And as I say that, the number 19, Cody Benelli, he was able to get around Timothy Eisburn on those pressure tires. So Stephen Luttrell, he's seen if he can hold off everybody else for 22 more laps. It is going to be an absolute chaos you know, to see if Stephen Luttrell can save enough fuel to get all the way to the end. Because I believe we can actually hear him clutching as you hear him roll back onto the throttle and down into turn number 3. He's not necessarily clutching, but he is definitely getting off the fuel way before the corner. And he is just absolutely just coasting it around this racetrack. So Stephen Luttrell seeing what he can do to save fuel. But Cody Benelli, he is now 17 or just about 18 seconds back from your race leader. So this is definitely going to be very interesting to see, you know, if Luttrell can get to the finish, as you see that number 28 machine of Barry Nelson looking to get one of his laps back. I was able to catch it a lot quicker that time. But we are back. 16 laps to go for your race leader. He has led 31 laps so far here today. Andrew Teff now 7 seconds back behind your race leader and quickly gaining. Cody Benelli now only 9 seconds back from your race leader. He's looking to make a comeback after getting fuel. I'm sorry, he's 16 seconds back. So he hasn't really made too much time, but he has gone from 19 down to 16 since coming down for fuel and tires. So he is on a rampage trying to regain more spots. We have a battle back here for that 4th spot between the 88 of Troy Thomas and Timothy Eisburn in that number 92 machine. These guys are duking it out really well back here for that 4th spot. Right now it is Troy Thomas's position, and Timothy Eisburn, he wants it as he looks to the inside. Contact! Both drivers able to keep it straight. What great driving there out of both of those drivers to not even see, like, show that they were even side by side and touching on the exit there of turn number 2, but that's going to allow Timothy Eisburn to get around as Thomas gets up into that outside wall. So that's going to absolutely clear him there, as you see that 28 machine now starting to make his way back around these drivers. And that allowed Curtis Ecker to get just under half a second from Troy Thomas there in that number 88 machine. So that 8 machine's now doing a lot better, but right now he's got the 28 separating him between himself and the 88 as the 8 gets around the 28. And now he can turn his attention to Curtis Ecker just got around Troy Thomas, for that 5th spot. How did I miss that? I don't know. I was watching live with you guys. But Stephen Luttrell in that 36 machine, he is giving up the race lead, and he's going to come down pit road. What is he going to do? Is he going to only take tires only or fuel? I'm sorry, fuel only, or is he going to try to get tires? But that turns over the race, possibly over to Cody Benelli in that number 19, as you see that number 36 machine only getting fuel. So heartbreak there for Stephen Luttrell in that number 36 machine, as he had to come down pit road. And now there is a pretty big separation between himself and the number 19 of Cody Benelli. But as of right now, the man out front, it's Andrew Teft in that number 98 machine. And if we all know Teft, he knows how to save fuel and tires, as we have 8 laps to go this time by. As you see that 36 of Luttrell getting his lap back. So, can Andrew Teft pull the magic bunny out of the hat here in the closing laps, as we have 7 laps to go? Or will Andrew Teft have to take over that, or will Andrew Teft have to come down pit road to get fresh tire, or I'm sorry, to get fuel to the end of the race? Only right now, ladies and gentlemen, time will tell. As we see a battle back here for that 5th spot. Troy Thomas is holding off currently Aaron Marquis in that number 41 machine, as they will now run side by side down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Right now, Troy Thomas still has that 5th spot, but here comes that 41 of Marquis now diving down to the inside, not able to make anything happen with it. Thomas is just very strong getting out of the corner, and he goes way up into the wall, and that absolutely opened up the door for Aaron Marquis to get around him. Definitely a very disappointing hit there, as we have only 5 laps to go in this race. And once again, that 88 machine up to the outside wall, and he's going to give up another position to Truth Hope, so he will fall back to that 7th spot. Catching up here with your race leader, Andrew Teft. He is just a little bit over 6 seconds in front of Cody Benelli for that in that 2nd spot. 4 laps to go, 3.5 laps now. Will Andrew Teft be able to make it all the way to the end of this race without pitting? He's got an absolute far way to go. As you guys hear it right there, he is not clutching. So I guess he's not. I guess he has plenty of fuel to get to the end, because in true Andrew Teft fashion, he would be clutching way early into the corners. But as of right now, ladies and gentlemen, that does not seem to be the case, as he comes around to get that 2 to go signal from your race flagman. As of right now, Andrew Teft, he's going to lead 19 laps at the moment. He's about to cross over to 20 laps led, 21 when we come to the checkered, if he gets there. Out of turn number 4, ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Teft in that number 98 machine. He's got less than a half mile to go. Nice and easy here out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Is he going to have enough to get to the finish line? Out of turn number 4, ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Teft, he will win it right here at Iowa for the Wednesday Night Xfinity Series. What an incredible run out of him. Cody Benelli will bring it home 2nd. 3rd, it's going to go to Curtis Ecker, as Timothy Eisburn runs out of fuel out of turn 4. So that's going to bring Curtis Ecker into sneaking his way into the top 3. Truth Hope will bring it home 5th, Aaron Marquis 6th, and Cliff Adams back in that 7th spot. Absolute heartbreak there for Timothy Eisburn. So close to getting a 3rd place, but just not enough fuel out of turn number 4 to get to the end. As you see now, Andrew Teft burning it down here at the start-finish line. And he has completely run out of fuel. Now he's going to try to get it refired here. What an incredible run here for Andrew Teft. Started on the pole, led 20 laps of this race, and he will bring it home first here once again in the Xfinity Series. Let's go ahead and take a look at your finishing order. So obviously coming home first for Chicken Coop Racing is going to be Andrew Tefton, his number 98 machine, followed by Cody Benelli in the number 19. Curtis Ecker will bring it home third in his number 8. Timothy Eisburn, such a heartbreak, running out of fuel on the exit of turn number 4. He will lose third spot. But really good day for Timothy Eisburn. Truth Hoke will bring it home 5th. Aaron Marquis 6th. Cliff Adams 7th. Kyle Hess will bring it home 8th. Stephen Luttrell in the number 36 machine. Heartbreak for him, finishing in 9th today. Joshua Neal will round out your top 10. Troy Thomas, Lee Campbell, Brandon Biddy had a strong run today until unfortunately luck was not on his side tonight. He'll finish back in 13th. Barry Nelson, David Kimmins, Jonathan Stidham, and Sean Dunaway having a lot of electrical issues with his machine today. Was not able to make the race, but he did come out to turn just a couple of laps here. So definitely a very big heartbreak there for him, for sure. Let's go ahead and see if we can get our top 3 in here. And while we wait for them, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and we'll run a really quick commercial break, and we'll see you guys here in just a couple moments.
He's opening the door right there. With a head of steam moving to the outside his chin. Richie says it can't be done. Tony Shallen says turn on the reggae music. If you're going to pass me, you're going to do it high.
There is just one more lap remaining, and look how close Rudolph is. He got the slipstream.
There we go. 2 laps to settle it in the Blue Emu Firecracker 400. Whatever you got to give it now. Back to green we go.
On the final lap, side by side, they still run wheel to wheel. Now, through the snake, the S as we go. Quaro edges ahead. Modov is still there.
White flag, one more to go in the Daytona 250. Keplinger leads that lap. Who's going to lead the last one?
To the line, look at that, Dave Chapman, he's going to send it around the outside final corner. Has he got it done?
Continuing to go side by side for the lead through 3 and 4, and they manage it safely. Now through 5.
And hunting for a way by it all. Round 2 between Phil Sell and Rudolph.
To the outside. White flag is out side by side. They make contact in the turn number 1.
Ooh, gets onto the grass now, down to the inside. Andy T, a little bit of a wiggle, and the perfect crossover there from Polly Parton to defend the position. Andy T totally sideways. They're still sideways going into Siberia.
And getting ready to cross, he goes around the outside, but it's not enough.
Eden's up the racetrack. Carbo down the track. A photo finish. James Eden wins it.
It's still far abreast into the braking zone. This is sensational racing. And here comes Bowden. It's going to be a drag race to the end. Then side by side, who gets it?
Williams tries to cover him off, but once again, pulling the over-under. Daniel Morad is going to win with a last quarter pass.
Newsom's coming up right there. By the corner, it's going to be pinned down.
Mulliner's going to come back at him. It's going to be a race to the line. Does he have enough? Down to it. And they're wrecking in 3. Here comes Michael Cozy Jr. Michael Cozy Jr.'s got the lead.
He looks to the inside, side by side for the race lead.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Iowa Speedway. Let's go ahead and start talking with our top 3 drivers of the night. Starting off with your 3rd place driver of that number 8 Chevrolet, Curtis Ecker. Curtis, this is Mike up in the booth. Got a copy?
I got you.
Curtis, what a phenomenal race for you today. You had me worried about halfway through. You struggled, it seemed, a little bit. But you were able to quickly get it turned around and snake past Eisburn there on the exit of 4 as he ran out of fuel. Tell us about your race today here at Iowa.
Yeah, I definitely struggled all race. I definitely did not have the car, the speed, the handling that I wanted by far. Found myself back there in 11th, 12th for quite a while, and I knew it was going to be a slugfest and a rough race from there, and just happened to run that first stop long and was able to one-stop it, and it really paid out in the long run for the race for sure.
Yeah, you were in the closing laps regardless. You were catching Timothy there. Did you think that you would be able to catch him before the end, or do you think you would have probably needed a couple more laps if he didn't run out of fuel there?
Yeah, I would have needed a few laps. I knew I was close on fuel, so I knew he had to be real close as well. So it was all in who ran out first, and I ran out not long after he did coming to the finish line.
Gotcha. Well, before I let you go, Curtis, congratulations on your third place. And is there anybody that you'd like to give a big shout out to?
You guys up here in the booth always do an amazing broadcast every week, and my family and everybody who helps with this awesome league.
Beautiful. All right, Curtis. Well, congratulations again on that third place finish, and we will see you next week.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, your third place finisher in that number 8 Menards Chevrolet of Curtis Secker, Mr. Brandon Biddy. I All right, I apologize about that again. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, Brandon, as I was saying, buddy, uh, you guys never got that caution again, and I was never able to actually change that. So I apologize. Tell your sponsors give me a call, and we'll take care of them somehow, some way. Definitely give them some airtime next week for sure. Let's go ahead and bring up Cody Benelli, driver of that number 19 machine. Cody Benelli, what an incredible run for you tonight here at Iowa. Pretty fast all race, and just tell us about your run today.
Yeah, thank you. It looked like after that first quick caution, when Andrew jumped in with like just 4 or 5 laps in, I was a little confused, but then I figured out everybody's doing one stop, so I went the other direction and hoped I could outrun him with speed, and I was able to do it to everybody but Andrew. So I had fun. That was a good time.
Yeah, definitely a really, really fast run for you. You came out, led quite a few laps there, and if you obviously if we had a few more laps, I think we'd be telling a little bit of a different story. As Andrew Tuft, he would probably had to come down and get some fuel. But do you think there was anything you could have done different to possibly keep up or catch Andrew there at the end?
I don't think so. I think he pretty much nailed the fuel, and I think he still had enough tire left that there for the last 10 laps or so, he was really close to matching my times. So I don't think I could have caught him. But it's fun with the tire offset flying through the field and passing everybody. It was a fun race. I like this track too. It's really slick on cold tires, but once you get into the run, it's a fun track.
Absolutely. And is there anybody that you'd like to give a shout out to before I let you go today?
Just my friends and family who tune in, and then Byler's on the hood, and Create Pensacola on the trunk, and Andrew for putting on the series, and y'all for broadcasting.
Absolutely, definitely my pleasure. All right, Cody, I'm going to go ahead and let you go, buddy. Congratulations on your P2 tonight, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks. Have a good one.
Ladies and gentlemen, driver of that number 8 machine, that number 19 machine, Cody Benelli. Let's go ahead and get the man of the hour up here, Andrew Teff. This mic up in the booth, got a copy.
Yeah, I got you.
First and foremost, I want to deeply apologize. My OBS is doing something funky tonight on me and shut down a couple times, so I need you to redo tomorrow night's setup. Because when I hit live again on OBS, it kind of took over that one, but I was able to stop it. But we just need to get that one reset up for tomorrow. But before we get to that, Andrew, that number 98 Ford Mustang was wicked fast all day again. And it looked like you're rocking out a new paint scheme as well. So how did that paint scheme work out for you? And tell us about your race.
Yeah, first off, thanks for jumping in last second to do this show. So we don't mind the couple technical difficulties. just appreciative that you were able to jump in and help out. But yeah, this one kind of just fell into my lap. That caution came out at just the right time for me to be able to one stop it without even really having to save. You know, I kind of just saving some tire throughout the race, but I didn't have to really drastically clutch it or anything, and I was able to just do 2 long runs pretty cleanly. Didn't really get into any trouble or anything like that. No penalties, and Cody got a little bit closer than I thought he would, to be honest. I thought I'd have more of a gap, and I think he got down to, I don't know, 5-6 seconds or something. So definitely couldn't take it too easy, but yeah, it just felt like that one fell right into my lap.
Yeah, as we were getting into like the final 10 laps, you know, I jumped on board and I was listening in, and you weren't clutching. I'm like, well, I guess he does have plenty of fuel because he's not doing any kind of clutching in his Andrew Theft ways. So it looks like Andrew Theft is going to get to the finish line, and sure enough, here we are. You did run out of fuel though, burning it down just a little bit. So but all around, man, just what a really wicked race today. Really fast. One caution. I mean, can't complain about that whatsoever. So we saw really good racing all around. But is there anybody that you'd like to give a shout out to before I let you go today?
Yeah, I just want to thank all these guys for racing so cleanly and respectfully out there. You don't see a lot of places that can have a lot of, I mean, have a 140 lap race at Iowa without a bunch of cautions, and yeah, all it took was one yellow there to really flip the strategy on me, and just thankful to have these guys around. They're a pleasure to race around, and I want to thank you for helping out in the booth again. I want to thank our servicemen, women, friends, family, team. If you're interested in checking us out, just head on over to racerselite.com. You can find all of our info there, schedule, standings, Discord invites. And just want to thank all the viewers for tuning in all the time. And we've got a big event coming up this Saturday. It's an 80-person elimination style Talladega race in trucks, fixed trucks. We've got gonna have 2 heats, one last chance qualifier, and then a feature, all on the same night. The heats are going to be at 3 and 4:30 Eastern time. Last chance qualifier will be at 6 p.m. Eastern time, and then the features at 8 o'clock. Got just a few spots left in that, so just wanted to give you guys a heads up in case anybody would like to register for that. You can find all the info right on our website.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm definitely looking forward to that. I mean, I've never witnessed a race, 500 miles in the trucks before, so I'm super excited to call it. Kind of jealous I can't run it, but man, either way, I'm going to have a great time, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. So as Andrew said, guys, racerselite.com, let's finish getting, the whole 80 truck field out there, and don't be afraid to sign up. But Andrew, congratulations on your win again here at Iowa, and we will see you tomorrow night.
Yeah, thanks. Trying to remember where the heck we are tomorrow night, but it'll be fun wherever we are.
Yeah, wherever we are, we're gonna have tons of fun. All right, we'll go ahead and let you go. Congratulations again, and talk at you later.
Yeah, thanks.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching right here on the Racers Elite Network. I apologize again about all of the hiccups that we were experiencing here today, and hopefully I can get it all weeded out for the next broadcast before Friday when I come back. So next week, or tomorrow night, come back live same time right here on Racers Elite Network as we bring to you the Thursday night Cup Series right here on Racers Elite Network. I am Mike Taylor up here in the booth, and on behalf of everybody at Racers Elite Network, I always want you to remember, no matter what you do in life, ladies and gentlemen, you have fun doing it. And until then, ladies and gentlemen, good time zones. See you later.
He's opening the door right there.
With a head of steam moving to the outside his chin, Richie says it can't be done. Tony Shallen says turn on the reggae music. If you're gonna pass me, you're gonna do it high.
There is just one more lap remaining, and look how close Rudolph is. He got the slipstream.
There we go. 2 laps to settle it in the Blue Emu Firecracker 400. Whatever you got to give it now. Back to green we go.
on the final lap, side by side. They still run wheel to wheel. Now through the snake, the S as we go. Quaro edges ahead. Modov is still there.
White flag, one more to go on the Daytona 250. Kepler leads that lap. Who's going to lead the last one?
To the line, look at that. Dave Chapman's going to sit there on the outside final corner. Has he got it done? Continuing to go side by side for the lead through 3 and 4, and they manage it safely. Now through 5.
And hunting for a way by it all.
Side.
Round 2 between Phil Selinger and Go.
To the outside. White flag is out side by side. They make contact in the turn number 1.
Ooh, gets onto the grass now, down to the inside. Andy T, a little bit of a wiggle and the perfect crossover there from Polly Portson to defend the position. Andy T totally sideways. They're still sideways going into Siberia.
And getting ready to cross, he goes around the outside, but it's not enough.
Eden's up the racetrack. Car broke down the track. A photo finish. James Eden wins it.
It's still 4 abreast into the braking zone. This is sensational racing. And here comes Bowden. It's going to be a drag race to the end. That's side by side. Who gets it?
Williams tries to cover him off, but once again, pulling the over-under. Daniel Morad is going to win with a last quarter pass.
Newsom's coming up right there. By the corner, it's going to be pinned.
There's nothing. Oliver's going to come back at him. It's going to be a race to the line. Does he have enough? Down to it.
And a wrecking in 3. Here comes Michael Cozy Jr. Michael Cozy Jr.'s got the lead.
He looks to the inside, side by side for the race lead.